Greetings, Commanders. Welcome to another episode of Surviving Mars, and I hope you liked the previous episode. That was a really long video. Well, it was a long gameplay that I truncated into 14 minutes. This one is a little bit more relaxed because I think I only played for 2 hours. I think I overdid the one before, and I took a little break. It's a good thing to have a little break once in a while, even though if there are things that you have to do, make sure that you're able to do them in a safe way, and make sure your health is good, which I try to do. But in this episode, we finally unlocked some wonders. You probably saw in the previous episode the artificial sun. I forgot to mention that I unlocked that too, along with the trees, ability to plant trees. I also have the space elevator, I believe. Oh no, it was being built at the time. The space elevator was something I should have built a little bit earlier. It was unlocked for me a little sooner. I should have used it because it allows me to send the metals that I need that I eventually run out of and get dangerously close to losing some colonists. I also have the Mohole mine. Mohole mine provides metals and rare metals. It doesn't require a deposit to use, so you can plop it down anywhere, and you just need a bunch of drone hubs and things to divvy it up in the different deposits. So the flying transports are important too. I saw Pravis, I think, and a couple of the people who play this game regularly show a really efficient layout that I tried to mimic, but I think I just used my own grid-like system. I'll probably do that efficient layout that they do later on. I don't usually, when I play a game, I don't spoil myself by watching other people, but I did that just to get some ideas on how to make a good video for Surviving Mars. I realize I'm very different from the other people who do Let's Play gameplays. I actually cut a lot of my stuff, severely remove a lot of the video that people usually keep, and I kind of stopped doing time lapses, but there are different types of videos. I'm trying to respond to the analytics or what you guys tell me you like. I want to match things to music, which is one of the things that someone mentioned help them pattern when their brain, because some of my viewers they don't have good attention span. Well, these days everybody who uses YouTube, or most people that use YouTube or social media, don't have a good attention span, including myself. So here we are with the artificial sun, and we got the solar arrays that you can only get in Space Y. So the thing with that, to maximize the area, you could put tiny solar panels. I think I optimized it later on in my later gameplay, but you use large solar panels, and then you can touch the perimeter with the solar arrays, and it'll still be able to charge up during night time. So it's a sight to see when you see it power up, because it uses water and you can hear it charge up. Which, by the way, I've been listening to the audio of the game. I really should leave it in because the ambience is kind of good. They did a good job capturing a lot of the things that you would hear, like the rockets launching or the things powering up. Different mechanical sounds. I kind of want to incorporate those in the videos. They make me feel like I'm engineering something. So as while I'm playing the game, I'm just listening to music. But when I was playing the 12-hour session and I didn't, when my playlist ran out, I just listened to the sound of the game, and it's pretty good. So what we're doing is getting more resources to be able to build the wonders. The wonders do have a huge requirement to be able to be built, especially the Mohole mine, even though at the end you will ultimately gain more metal as it produces metal, or you can extract more metal. The initial stages when you're trying to build it, it requires a lot of resources. It actually requires metal to be able to be built too. And I think once I started using the space elevator, which by the way I didn't know why I didn't, start playing with it to see what I can bring down from orbit. I thought it would be a huge requirement to do anything with that thing. But eventually I reached a point where the funds or money wasn't going to be a concern, because the rare metals I had, I could regularly extract and then send back. I also was able to put certain buildings in my area that generate income. So I'm gonna leave it for a different episode, but one of the tips I have is if you want a good source of income, is to have the television, what do you call it, that broadcasting station, where you can have 32 people create a series of videos to gain income for Earth. It kind of sounds familiar, right? But anyway, that's a tip I'll probably bring up later in the future. So what we're doing now, these different things you'll see. So, actually, I guess I don't have the space elevator ready, but I'm ready to plop it down. So I put it right next to the Mohole mine. The Mohole mine will provide most of my metals, things like that. So if the ability for the goods to be transported isn't that great, I do recommend that you create a transport path between the Mohole mine and the space elevator with transporters, because they can hold up to 45 or more. So that's something that's awesome to see that you're able to do that. So what else do we have here? I think this is the start of when I start expanding the base. I put one of the megadomes down. I think I mentioned this in a previous episode, but this was too far ahead that I was thinking about something else. So one of the milestones is to have a megadome, and the megadome is one of the domes that it provides a comfort level. I believe it's one of the wonders, and if you zoom up close to it, it has its own park in the center where the spire would be. You could actually still put a spire in there, but it's an interesting thing to have. Definitely near the late game. I guess some people will call this the late game, but since I'm still kind of struggling, I'm not at 100%. It's not fully the late game yet. I wonder how it's going to be in a different difficulty setting. But to be honest, I've been talking it over with a couple of people. I might be doing a different game. I signed up for something where I can potentially get some insight or availability to be able to play new games. I haven't been approved yet. Well, I have been approved as a verified partner for this group. I'll announce it officially maybe later, but it'll allow me to play new games before they come out, and I'll be able to coincide with the availability of the game where I'm allowed to display it, I can create content for that so that you guys can see something new that's being developed. But I will do I'm not gonna change the content that I've been outputting, which is building anything that has to do with science, technology, engineering, or mathematics, and especially an emphasis on space and educating about, not just buying something new, but repairing it or thinking about how things work, or actually doing something about something that's old, improving it. That's what this channel's about. And to segue that, if you like this sort of content, hit the like button. This is all the time that we have. And if you want to subscribe to not miss any future videos, so hit the subscribe button, ding that bell, and I'll see you in 3 days. This is John Nezodam signing out. Take care, stay safe. Remember, you're essential. Oh, by the way, I wanted your input on the next episode. I don't have anything slated yet, but did you want me to finish my summer car playthrough? I know people were kind of laughing at how I play that game. I kind of want to show you through the end how to build the car and tune it. So I think I'll do that. If you have any suggestions, feel free to leave a comment below. Take care, and I'll see you next time.